And now let's talk about flat earth symbols. Because we flat earthers were on the right path, as I knew the secret knowledge from my vision, I have revealed a lot of ideas to flat earthers, but they took them and accredited to themselves. They even did not mention that it was me. That is why the time will come for them to reap the consequences of their deeds. So I found this image on Wikipedia but also other sources, and I have read that it was etched on wood. In this image we can see that the world is covered by a dome, and sun and moon are under the dome. There are also stars, but I think the reality is other, that all the stars, sun and moon are above the dome, because the dome itself works as a prism. Also we can see that outside of the dome is a cold place with ice, similar as in my vision. Outside there was a cold place. So that is what I think about this image. These are some flat earth models and how they were represented by ancient civilizations, because they knew the truth of what is our world. Then came NASA with their globe model and have begun to brainwash humanity with billions of dollars, by paying the fake scientists to teach us that our world is a fake globe and hide that this is paradise inside of a pyramid. Unfortunately, I did not find each of these images separately. This flat earth model is from an old Bible found in Romania. It is possible that here is shown the crucifixion of Jesus, with the angels watching above the dome. This is how Freemasons view the world, with many occult symbols. As we know, the chess floor means that they, or God, is playing with us and watching from above. The Egyptians were representing the world in such an interesting way. The body with stars of that family is the dome of the world. Babylonians showed that the world is a pyramid from the outside, and those repeating circles possibly mean water, ripples, or some kind of vibration. In the Navajo model we can see above the dome possible the yellow sun, but maybe also the moon represented by those creatures. The Aztec model shows a pyramid under the dome with sun, moon and maybe black sun, but the meaning is the same. There is also depicted the underworld. Inca model is similar to others, the same placements of sun, moon and stars under a dome, surrounded by water. This Hindu's image of the world is the reason why globalists were using it to mock flat earthers, that the world is on a turtle, but you know now it's the shell that counts. The Islamic cosmology follows the same path as others. The circles we have seen before are possible layers of where the stars revolve, which in fact are the angels watching from above. The Hebrew model is similar to others. You already get the idea of what is our world in reality. The Sumerian model is similar to Babylonian. We can see clearly the outside ocean surrounding a pyramid, as in my vision. In Norse model we see a tree and a snake at its roots, which of course is the Yggdrasil, the tree of life from the Bible. Here is the most popular picture of the globe fairy tale, which was invented by our government and brainwashed through NASA, from birth to death, the wrong image of the world. And when NASA was asked why the space technology did not evolve it, when everything we use in our daily life has evolved so much, they told we can't go back to the moon because we don't have the technology anymore. But I would say to them, of course you have it, it's still at Hollywood, easy movie makers, they can film you pretty any fairy tale. The original, non-modified scripture says, the earth is a circle, made with a compass laid upon a face. It is bounded at its ends and does not move. It is covered by a dome containing the sun, moon and stars, which are circulating. The Chinese yin and yang symbol is depicting exactly the sun and moon movement. That is why it uses black and white as a way to represent day and night. Here we see the Antarctic flag, depicting the exact shape of the world. It was a surprise to me when I found it on Google image search. I even don't remember for what I was searching, but it was a lucky addition to the video. So the deceiver took Jesus on a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, which is possible only on a flat plane, but also because 2000 years ago there was no technological progress and the air was clean, non-polluted, which allowed it to see long distances. Or maybe the devil took him on the top of the pyramid and showed the outer kingdoms, who knows. So this is terrarium, an enclosed world. We can see that it's the same as many flat earth models. I also think that Terra is derived from Tetra. That is why the difference is only in one letter. And from the Truman Show movie we could see one of the first hints of our world, but when I was a kid and watched this movie for the first time I felt something specific, that this may be the truth about our world. This is our square flat earth. Now you'll know why number 4 is so important, because it's the foundation of the world. It also have 4 corners, 4 seasons, 4 elements and 4 sides, but the 4 angels called also decoded as the 4 angles. This is a polar projected world map. It can be found in old but also new atlases. They show directly how the world map looks like. But this map is very old. It have a couple of hundred of years. We can see that there is more land in Antarctica. The United Nations seems to prefer such of a polar projected flat earth map rather than using a fake globe on their flag. These guys know what they are doing. So if we look close we can see that even the astrological signs are placed in such a wheel shape, similarly in a combination with the clock in a square. The meaning is very simple to understand. This is basically meaning that we are under different stars, aka the angels, and everything happens in this square area. That is why I consider that time is an illusion, created by a light such as our beautiful sun, like in a room. This is another image from the old Romanian Bible, Codex Rohonsi. I am not sure what exactly it means, but we can see the tree of life. But in my opinion, this is depicting our world in a different way. The image we see here is depicting the evolution of forms of how it became into being. Possible the world itself. There was only 4 described shapes and I added the 5th, because in my opinion that is the sunlight which creates the illusion of time in this square space we live in. Now let's put everything together and decode what means all these triangles, squares, numbers and letters. The number 6 in reality is the shape of the world and all directions in which one can move. That is why it was coded in Axis word, which basically means A and 6, similar as in Jewish flag, the 2 triangles. Simple as that, it means the world and what it is. That is why the mark of the beast is number 6 and is used in the COVID nanotech, which is a prototype that uses the same shape of a chip as the Nazi cross, and I am the one who decoded the real meaning of it.